Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. टॉपिक क्या बताया था? No, Shiv Sutra is the Pramod, anything? Okay. What importance we give to that determines our lifestyle. If we give importance to this world, our lifestyle will be different. If we give importance to our body, our lifestyle will be different. If we give importance to God, lifestyle will be different. If you give importance to your own powers, siddhis, touch somebody's back, his back becomes straight and your back becomes crooked. See? Or you give importance to yourself. So there are three components of life. One is the world, which is the field of experience. Second is the experience of the world. It is very hot, it is very cold, it is too much. That day when I was in Dallas, that shooting happened. So my host asked me, Swamiji, see, you came and shooting happened. So, experience of this world. Then the third component is who is experiencing. Of course, I am experiencing. Depending on these three factors, we think we are walking spiritual path. See? Now those who give importance to this world, for them spiritual path is, as said in Taittiriya Upanishad, Satyam vada dharmam chara swadhyayaan ma pramadaha acharyaya priyam dhanamahrutya prajatantum ma vyavachhetsi satyana pramaditavyam dharmana pramaditavyam bhutyaina pramaditavyam. Just to impress upon you, I said this. Oh, Swamiji knows this also. So, how should we conduct ourselves in this world? The do's and don'ts. This becomes the primary factor for such people who have given importance to this world. And with reference to this world, the attempts, efforts or purushartha is called as artha purushartha. Artha is Sanskrit word, not English word. Artha is both English and Sanskrit, isn't it? So artha purushartha means we keep on accumulating things only to get security in life. See? Some people feel secured if they have got one rented, one room somewhere. Other feel, no, I should have at least 3 bedroom, 3 BHK. The third, no, I should have at least, the time sharing. So whenever I go anywhere, I should have the facility. So the understanding of security differs from person to person. And it has no end. So such people, their whole life is spent only in accumulating the things. It is called as sangraha vritti. We become possessive of things. And therefore, if you see any old person, if the old person has to talk, see, the best way to keep any old person happy is to ask about his past and don't listen. It doesn't matter. He wants to talk, that's it. You know, the old people, they only want some listener, even if you pretend it is okay. You know, this great Mughal king, Aurangzeb's father, Shah Jahan, he was a king before he was imprisoned by his son. So he was all the time commanding. He was in a position to tell things, do this, do this, do this. When he is in the jail, what can he do? But that urge to do something was not keeping him quiet. To tell somebody, do this, don't do this. So he asked his son, why don't you give me few children? I will teach them Quran and I will run a madrasa. So the son thought, very good. He gave him 100 children and he was teaching. Now who is a teacher? Teacher is the one who fulfills his desire to rule over somebody. And poor kids, what can they do? And therefore those who are teachers throughout their life, they think that everybody is child. See? One day in Bombay it happened, one lady called me and she said, Swami-ji, how are you? So I replied, Mama-ji, I'm okay. She again said, why you talk like that? I said, because I'm a Montessori child. That lady was a Montessori teacher throughout life. She cannot talk anywhere else, you know. So when we give importance to this world, we are all the time collecting things around us. You go to your houses and you will see 99.37% of the things in your house are not required. One of my Tamilian friend, I went to his house because they prepare, Tamilians prepare very good rasam. So I had a nice rava dosha and everything. And there is nothing like free dinner. So he told me, Swamiji, please tell my wife, she has collected so many things in the house. I just came from Japan. I had a training there for 6 weeks and they told us, anything that you have not used for last 6 months in your house, you don't need it. Remove that inventory. But she doesn't understand it. You tell her. So she was hearing. So she again channeled through me. You know, like the Apple TV, through that you play. So she said, Swamiji, please tell my husband, he will be the first person thrown out of the house. कुछ काम के नहीं. We keep on accumulating with a view to gather security in life. That's all. First step. If you are dependent on security, you have no faith in God. See, friends. Security is a declaration that I doubt him. And Bhagavan Krishna clearly told, Ananya chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. I will take care of your needs. I will protect what is required to be protected. But God's words are not valuable for us. For us, LIC, yogakshemam vahamyaham. See? That life insurance corporation's slogan, you die, we'll take care of your family better than you. See, friends, therefore, such people who are given importance to this world, they are lost only in this Artha Purushartha. The reason is they have not learned. That's how many things we have collected. Have we ever gathered that thus far, no further? Keep on accumulating, keep on accumulating. See, I tell you my example. I must have had till date at least more than a dozen cameras. Every time something new comes, without my asking, it comes to me. See, like a magnetic force, it comes. So we keep on accumulating the things. And then the problem comes, now to whom to give? Bhagavan Shankara says, Artham anartham bhavaya nityam nasti tataha sukha leshas satyam putradapi dhana bhajam bhiti sarvatraisha bhitariti. So we keep on accumulating the things, and earning the things, collecting the things is painful. Protecting and keeping them is more painful. Distribution is the most painful. See, friends, and the root cause is we have given too much importance to this world. See, friends, it is for this reason God, out of sheer compassion, He writes the first chapter of Gita in our life. You know what is the first chapter of Gita? Arjun Vishad Yogo Nam. Vishad means tragedy. You must have heard so many yogas, you know. I was in LA, one girl came and she was running some studio. So she gave me one card, her card. I read it, and the card was Yoga under tree. Yoga under tree. So I read it, so good. Do you teach yoga? I said, yes. What yoga you teach? I say, yoga on the tree. People, they add the yoga to anything. Bhagavan Veda Vyas, when he wrote this, he did not write those concluding sentences in the original Mahabharata, if you know that. Om Tasarati Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nama Prathamodhyaya. This is not written in the original Mahabharata. This is attributed to Madhusudan Saraswati ji, who was contemporary of Tulsidas ji or Mirabai that time. That was the time many great masters were available. So, Arjuna Vishada Yoga. How can the Vishada be the yoga? Be attentive. How can the tragedy be the yoga? That tragedy because of which we turn the direction of our life from the dogward to the Godward. See, dogward means what? Early morning these people get up and take the lead in the hand and the dog leads them. And the dog is so punctual, so sincere, he wants to go only to his pillar. He will not do anything anywhere. And the moment his pillar comes, first of all, he will do Sashtang Dandavat and then Atma Padakshina, and thereafter Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate. And when this is done, then this person will go and do his Purnamada. Till then he can't do it. Whole life is spent only in this wretched world. See, friends. Therefore, some kind of things happen in our life. And this can be learned only if we become alert in our life, not leading a mechanical life. See, friends, spirituality is not a mechanical lifestyle. We have to live more and more in awareness. So many things we have collected. What next? So when this question starts troubling us, then we take the next step in our life. That is why Bhagavan creates problems. In the first chapter of Gita, you will see, there was no reason Arjuna should get confused. Bhagavan Krishna created a situation to make him confused. Arjuna came to, fight the war, and he was prepared. And when he told, come on, take my chariot between two armies, let me see who are those guys I have to fight with. Now imagine, had Bhagavan Krishna taken the chariot in front of Duryodhan, Dushasan, will Arjuna ask any question? But Bhishma Drona Pramukataha Sarvesham cha Maikshitam, leaving all the warriors aside, he took the chariot in front of his Dadaji and Guru Maharaj, and he told further, fight. Friends, real spiritual practice is when you are at home with your own people under all conditions. There are two types of people. Those who are at home with everybody if they are on the front desk. Because on the front desk you interact only once. But backside of the desk at home, every day, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samaveda, Yutsavaha, Mahamaka, Pandavaschaiva, Kimakurvata Sanjaya. See? Therefore, every difficulty in our life is a reminder. Enough of this world. Rise above. Now, the second type of people, they are lost only in the body. Their only purpose of the life is to live long. And for what? See, I should have a very good car. Very good. For what? To do puja? Om Jai Jagadish Hare. For what you want car? See, friends, living long is a curse. It is not a blessing. One day, one man from Silicon Valley district died very late. He died at the age of 115. And because he was doing yoga, a victim of Ramdev Baba, he went to the heavens. When he went to heavens, he saw there lovely, wonderful apsaras. In Hindi, government servants are called as apsar. So, he saw a lot of apsaras there. And he was cursing, oh God, why did I delay coming here? What will you do by living long? But our whole life is spent only in these two pursuits. Worldly possessions. And I want to live long. For what? See, such people are at the periphery of their personality. They are far away from the truth. They are running away from themselves. There is one lady, she used to come many times and clean my house. One day she came and she said, Swamiji, again you did the same thing. I said, then you do what you really, don't disturb me, I am doing my work. So she made my house again clean, spick and span, and everything properly kept, my table also arranged. Then I asked him, Mama, what is the magic wand you have? Within 5-10 minutes, you make my house so clean and neat. I am surprised whether this is my house or not. What is the secret? She said, before I tell you the secret, I want your secret. What is that? Within 5 seconds, how do you make the mess again? So she asked me, Swamiji, I never asked you any question. Today I want to ask you. I go and help people. She is single. She goes and helps everybody free, without expecting anything. All kinds of help. So, my lifestyle, what do you think about it? I said, you have never asked. I have never told. Now you ask, now you suffer. What is that? I said, you are running away from yourself. face your mind. We are afraid of ourselves. Therefore, put the birds in the decision, be happy, be happy. See? Or else we want to read something, or else we want to watch something. See? One child was all the time doing, Indian grandmother scolded him. Go outside and play. All the time sitting in the couch and doing like this thing. The child looked at grandmother. Okay. He went with that thing, sat outside the house. See, friends, we have to get out of this body. Now, this is the first step in our life, Artha Purushartha. Either we keep on accumulating the things, or we keep on spending all our life living as the body, for the body, on everybody. And you will see all the old people have got a standard pathetic joke. See? One old couple came somewhere, I was taking breakfast. I don't know who were they. Sat next to me. Morning breakfast time, what should be the mood of a person? Contemplative, or you are planning something like that, quiet. He came and had it. He said, excuse me. And I said, okay, then, can you tell me what is my age? On the dining table in the morning to an unknown person, when such a question is asked, what can you talk to such a person? So I looked at him, I said, 3 years. Because such a dumb question cannot be asked by an intelligent person. What is my age? He said, no, tell really. I said, okay, listen. You are 81 years young. When I said you are 81 years young, he said, you are the only person who has correctly understood me. Actually, you look like 18 years old, is it not? See, I know you are great. Now, what is his life's achievement? At the age of 81, I look 18. You know what is the life of such a person? A cart being driven by 2 animals. One side there is a he buffalo, other side there is a race horse. And these 2 animals are pulling this cart. What will be the condition? Our body is like the he buffalo, and the mind is like the race horse, and they are leading. In old age, when you become young, it is a tragedy for the society. In old age, you must look old. You behave like old. See? But all these people go to this makeup. For what? To cover the breakup. See? And to whom are we cheating? See? So above the neck, sweet 16. Below the neck, 98 not out. Hanging. Like a coat on a, hanger. See, friends. So get out of this body. Now, as we start leading, the next step that comes in our life, if you have got something, you are not satisfied with that, then you want to indulge into that. See? The second is the calm desires. So we want to indulge. And if we are to write our autobiography, in one line we can write, all of us. Throughout life, I have done an unsuccessful attempt to fulfill all my desires. What else we have done? You think within. Bhagavan Shankara says, Balastavat krida saktaha, tarunastavat taruni raktaha, vruddhastavat chinta saktaha, parame brahmani kopi naraktaha. Whole life is spent. Only this I want, that I want, this I want, that I want. See? One devotee was greatly devoted to Lord Narayana. Bhagavan Narayana came. He said, Bhagatji, I am happy with your devotion, get in. The Pushpaka helicopter service was brought. You know, Pushpak helicopter had a special status. Any number of people can be added and yet there will be one seat vacant. It was having terabyte capacity. Can keep on adding. And Bhagatji said, no, not me. I want the whole world to come to Vaikuntha. Bhagavan said, don't worry about the world, you come here. I said, no, I want, say, desire. This is sattvic desire. I want the whole world come to Vaikuntha. Bhagavan said, okay, you bring anybody without saying the credentials will be admitted with your recommendation. So first of all, Bhagatji went to a sannyasi like me. Because sannyasi is the one who has nothing to do, nothing to achieve in this life. Sannyasi is the one who has conducted his own shraddha. Therefore, for all technical purposes, he is a dead one. Therefore, you should not touch me. If you touch, go and take bath. So he went to a sannyasi. And then he told Sannyasi Maharaj, this is an offer, we can go directly to Vaikuntha. So sannyasi said, are you mad? I just started constructing the temple of the God. Unless I complete that God's temple, how can I come? I said, God has come. You are worried only temple. Which God has told to construct a temple? So Bhagatji got frustrated. Then he thought, let me go to the VRS people. VRS means Vanaprasthi. Vanaprasthi means those who are voluntary retirement scheme. So went to the retired fellows and he said, come there. That VRS person said, what come there? Now only my grandson is born. Unless his grandson gets married, how can I come? See, no end to desires. Then he went to the Grihastha. The moment the Grihastha was approached, he scolded him. You get out. काम धंधा है नहीं कुछ. अभी तो शादी हुई है. I had to go through all the tortures. I can't just go like that. And then ultimately he came to the Brahmachari. Brahmachari, no, I had to study the Panchadashi, I had to study the Ashtadhyayi, I had to study Vivek Chudamani, how can I come? God is waiting. Who wants God? See. Finally, when he came back, Bhagavan said, try something more. So Bhagavan said, okay. He again went. He said, human beings don't want God. So let me try with animals. He went straight away, approached a pig. Mr. Swine, this is offer, please come. Let me ask Mrs. Swine. So he goes and asks his wife, should we go? What is that heaven? What is that heaven? You ask them, our food is there or not? See, friends, our desires have no end. Be attentive. When you desire God, you will not have desire about dog. If you have any desire about this world, you do not want God. Next time you come before Baba here in the temple, watch within yourself. What is our prayer? Baba, keep away and do the following things. See? I am going for 3 weeks to India. Kindly take care of my house. So Baba is standing there. Chaukidar. Rama, Krishna, Govinda. That is why in all our gods you will see, all our gods have got a smile on their face, and this is the mudra. This is not Abhaya mudra, this is enough. How much will you ask? If you don't listen, I'll give one. That's the meaning. We don't go to the temple before God for the sake of God, but we want the things of this world. Actually, our life should be the means and God should be the goal. But we make Him as the means and the worldly achievements as the goal of life. See, friends, total perversion. See, friends, thereafter, when we want to fulfill our desires, we try everything. When everything fails, then we come to the temple and to the God. Oh God, do the following things. See, in the Shirdi temple, once when I went, when I go there, because I am a Babaji, some people know I get quick entry. I don't have to stand long queue. So there are a few commandarus, they also came. And after I went near the Samadhi, so I just touched my head on the Paduka and they gave me one coconut and one mala and I went out in maximum 5 seconds. So when I came out, that lady asked, Swamiji, you get such a good chance to stand there long, why don't you stand? They push us all the time. Nobody did you tell you. I said, look here, longer the namaskar, longer is the list of demands. When you have nothing to ask, why do you waste time? His time. See? But you don't ask. I said, I did ask. What did you ask? I said, why should I tell you? No, please tell. I said, will you ask that only, nothing else? Yes. I said, I have asked him one thing. He gave me. That let there be no hatred for anybody, even in the dream, even for fun, even once in my whole life. When did we work on our mind? We are all working by the mind. We are not working on the mind. We take for granted. Our mind is very pure. See? If you really are a devotee, ask only this thing. Lord, please remove all the clutter from the mind. See? When somebody comes to our house, some great guest, so don't we make our house clean and neat? If we have to receive him, our heart should be so pure, immaculate. See, friends, then we are really walking the spiritual path. But instead of fulfilling the desires as the main goal of our life, we make fulfilling as the desire as the only goal of our life. And we do not want to get out of it. Be attentive. Desires are abnormalities on our mind. Whatever is abnormal, we remove. We don't keep it. See? So, if desires were normal in our mind, we will not remove them. What is the removal of the desire? Removal of the desire is done by fulfillment of the desire. When we fulfill the desire, desire is removed. But then second is standing in the queue. She comes, what about me? You fulfill that second desire, third comes. There is no end to it. See, friends, when you thus start working on your mind, then even if you go to the temple, you will go fulfilling only one desire. Oh Lord, remove all the desires from my head, once for all. A story comes in the life of Tukaram Maharaj. I read somewhere. When he was doing kirtan, everything was over, Riddhi Siddhi came. And they said to him, we are sent by Narayana to bless you with all your desires, to give you siddhis and all that. He said, I don't want anything, go. He said, but we have to give you. He said, I don't want, you can't force me. So they started becoming miserable. Now that being a devotee of the Lord, he felt bad that somebody is becoming miserable because of him. So he said, okay, I'll ask you. If that is a problem for you, Narayana will punish you, I'll ask you. What desire? Once you go, never come again. How important. This is most important thing, friends. Then not only that we want to fulfill the desire from the world, but we also want to discover our own ability to fulfill the desires. And then we start walking on the path of Kundalini awakening. In this Kundalini awakening, what is achieved is that you discover your inner potentiality invoked. See? And then whatever you desire, that happens. You can bless others. You can curse others. Then people are not able to live with you without fear. They live with you but with fear. Oh, you may curse, you may curse. What kind of life it is? See, friends, be attentive. When we take the world as real, two things happen. Either we get involved in this world or we get body oriented. If we get desire as the only criteria for life, either we get into devotion to fulfill our desire, or we want to invoke our Kundalini so that we become capable of fulfilling our desires. The worst desire is the desire to do good to others. The worst desire is to make anybody happy. You should never try to make anybody happy. We belong to a democratic setup. Everybody has a right to be miserable. Tathastu. Has God succeeded in making you happy? No. So if God failed to make us happy, we the miserable want to make others happy. हम तो डूबे हैं, सनम को साथ लेके डूबेंगे. See, friends, when these two things are conquered, now we are no more getting lost in this world or the body, no more lost in the desire fulfillment of invocation of the potentiality to fulfill desires. Then the third component of our life is about whom we are talking. See, from here a real spiritual sadhana begins. Up to here, it was not spiritual practice at all. See, Pakasya Vanyamajnanam. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, you go for shopping and you buy the organic things. In Dallas, we went to Sprouts to get the food, and my hosts are victims of organic. Everything they want organic. When we were going, there was a big container where they had, these ice bags. So I told him, I said, hey, why don't you take ice? You are short of ice. He said, Swamiji, ice. I said, yes, it is organic ice. All the time about only these things keep on going on in our mind. So these two things are rejected. Now the next thing comes. When we talk about I, who is this I we are talking about? Many of us make this statement. Swamiji, I am very disturbed. So what can I do? It is your problem. Continue. What should I do? First of all, you must know who is talking to me. See? Then you will come to know, when I said I am disturbed, instead of getting lost in the complaining mode, be attentive. A seeker is born when he stops complaining and starts inquiring. Don't complain. Normally we complain. Those who complain, they are the samsari. And those who inquire, they are the seekers. See, in dharma, yoga, devotion and kundalini, you have to be believers. But when you walk the spiritual path, you have to be a seeker, not a believer. I believe in God, as if we are obliging God. Do you know, yeah, I believe you. No, He doesn't need our belief. So this belief is okay. Like, in KG1, KG2, the children, when they calculate, you are the small child. Hey, tell 2 plus 2 is how much? So the child won't say 4 directly. He will bring out his cute little hand and say 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks so beautiful, isn't it? A small child doing this thing. But if you ask a student in his MSc class, and I hear 2 plus 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So is he retarded? So retarded spiritualist. They don't seek, they complain. First thing, don't complain about anything in this world. See, friends, the real spiritual practice begins when we start seeking. When you seek, you don't complain. See, friends, this complaint mode should be for all the time disabled. Don't allow it to function. And for that, the basic principle we have to learn. If you are a seeker and not a complaint person, one story will make it clear. Once I went to somebody's house for dinner. This is my usual experience. And my friend, he had one iPhone. I always have Samsung phone. Only when I come to your USA, I got iPhone. So one of my friends asked me, Swamiji, you don't keep iPhone. I said, no, I am Krishna's devotee. Why should I keep iPhone? iPhone is for the egoist people. Then what about you? I said, I got Shamasanga. Actually, the head of the Samsung in India is a Gujarati. Gujaratis cannot pronounce sh. They say sa. So if their name is Shaha, they will say sa. So Shamasanga has become Samsung. So when I went to friend's house for dinner, he had iPhone and he was talking to himself a little loudly like that. Oh God, these people take money. See, this iPhone is hanging again. The moment husband complained, wife was happy. You know nothing except complaining. Ah, Swamiji, he will tell you. Look here. See? I deal with I, but actual I, not the iPhone. See? So, he says, Swamiji, assignment for you. Now tell me what I should do. I said, okay, you start? Yes. Go to settings. He went to settings. Scroll down, he was doing it. And there is an option, restore factory settings. I said, click on that, he did it. I said, there are two options. All data will be erased. You say yes. And all data was erased. I said, now restart. Oh, it has done well. Friends, this is all spirituality. Restore your factory settings. As you are born, innocent, pure, without arrogance, without complaints, smiling. No honor, no dishonor. Has any child ever complained to his mother? कि मम्मी आप तो अच्छा खा रही हो, हमको दूध दे रही हो. No. Restore your factory settings. That is real spirituality. Go back. But we complain. See, friends, therefore, a real seeker is born when he stops complaining, first step. The second step is when we start working on the mind. See, understand this basic difference. This point I have been emphasizing a lot. Please catch it. It's the most important thing. Like, first understand from the gross body. With the body, we work by the body as well as we work on the body. When we go for our job, work hard and earn our bread and butter, that is working by the body. But when we go to the yoga, when we go to the gym, when we go for jogging, when we go for run, when we go for tennis, that time we are working on the body. Is it not? In the same manner, we are working only by the mind. We have never worked on the mind. See? Now working by the body, we know, understand, easy. What is the meaning of working by the mind? See? Working by the mind is default settings. I should not say, but our neighbor's daughter-in-law is better than our daughter-in-law. I should not say. When you know, why do you say? No, default settings. We have to comment. We are Indians. Indians are expert in many things. First thing is, they are expert in somebody else's job. They can suggest even to God what God should have done. They have got opinion about everything. It is not necessary to opine on everything. It is not necessary to answer every question. See, friends, so working by the mind is, mind is rarely acting. The mind is normally reacting. See? On every small little things. One example I'll tell you. When you see in India, I don't know here, we have got vigilance officers in every house. Vigilance officers means the oldies who are retired and 24/7 at home. They have nothing to do, nowhere to go, realize. And therefore, it's okay, don't worry. Good. He has not done it, you're right. So, that vigilance officer has nothing to do. So, one house, one girl was standing near the window, second floor. So, this vigilance officer is constantly watching. Last 2 days, this girl is standing here. What is the reason? There must be some gadbadi. So, immediately inquiry set. Why she is standing near the window? In my house, where should I stand? I have to take permission or what? But why near the window? What are you looking outside? No, I am not looking outside. I am looking inside from the window. Then the old lady tells, I think we should get her married. Decision taken. Whether she wants or not, decision, get her married. See, friends, do not get involved in anybody's life unless you are invited. Don't get involved. See, you must have known this thing, you are among them, you are them rather. When a lady becomes a mother for the first time, and after the child is born, the child grows. Do you know that? But the mother never grows. Mother never grows. In Bangalore it happened, one Punjabi family. One old lady used to be there, their mother or grandmother. So I used to first of all go do namaskar to her and she used to bless me. And she will say, Swamiji, my children don't listen to me. I said, is it really? Call them, I'll scold them. So she called one by one. First child came, retired brigadier. Now when she is 98 not out, so the child cannot be 3-4 years, even if adopted. See? So she wants that my children should listen to me. Friends, if you are really walking spiritual path, follow these 3 steps. Number 1, love your children up to the age of 7. 7 to 13, discipline them. 13 to 19, inspire them. 19 onwards, treat them as friends. When the kids find friends at home, they don't go for friend hunting. Then your mind will remain at peace. Therefore, we start working on the mind. First working is never get involved in anybody's life. Everybody has the right to destroy himself. We have destroyed ourselves, let them destroy themselves. What have we achieved in life? When we were not in this world, was anything lacking? If we leave this world, nothing will be lacking. If you don't trust me, leave. But konyosti sadrusho maya. Who is like me? Without me, the world can't move. Please remember, we are the most unwanted furniture in this world. Most unwanted. There is only one purpose, Bhagavad Gita says, Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaiva atmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmana. We are in this world only for our spiritual evolution. Everything else must stop. Or whatever we are doing, it is for the spiritual evolution. The world doesn't need us, number one. It is our need. See, here there are not small kids, so I'll tell you. Small kids say, don't tell this thing. Who needs whom? The parents need the children or the children need the parents? When you guys get married, if there are no children, run from pillar to post. You want to have child. So who are the children? The parents want. The children don't want parents. But parents think, इतना बड़ा किया, 9 महीने पेट में रखा, पीठ पे रखती. See, friend, recognize this. The simplest spiritual practice is, whatever we do, it is our need. The world doesn't need us. With this attitude when you live, you cannot have arrogance. See how important it is. Like I have come to this beautiful temple. Nobody needs me. I am very clear about it. Nobody needs. Then why did I come? To take good food in her house. She cooks very good food, you know. Papi pet ke liye. If I got that siddhi that I can survive without taking food and water, I will stop talking. Because here there is nothing like free dinner. See, friends, you accept this principle. Whatever we do, it is our need. When our need is understood, we will have humility in life. We will have simplicity. We cannot be arrogant. Example, when you go to any country, through the immigration, in front of that immigration officer, you are your best. Because you want to enter. They don't want you. Is it not true? And therefore we have humility. But in our life we think, Konyosti sadrusho maya, who is like me? I have done so much, I have done so much. Nobody needs us in this world. Thus become aware of this. Then you will start really working on the mind. So the first working on the mind is, when we are interacting with the world, are we functioning under default settings or we are living under awareness? See, many times comments are made, many times things are suggested. There is no need. But it is something like, that vomit comes. And when the vomit comes, you can't hold it. We have to say. I tell you, today when I was coming by the flight, one small child was sitting next to me, and next to him his mother, 3 of us. Then mother was having the white spots, what they call leukoderma. So I saw that, and I know medicine for that. So I thought, I will not tell. Why should I tell her? It's none of my business. And in this country, you can't do anything. You don't know what will happen. So we came out of the flight and all that. And then she was again in front of me. So she looked at me. Oh, good. You are going? I said, yes. I said, now she opened up. I can talk to her. I said, Mama, may I tell you something if you don't mind? Yes. There is one medicine for your these white patches. She jumped out of her skin. Really, there is. I am fed up with this. Tell me something. So when I told something, oh, God has sent you only for this purpose. I am so happy. Now I will do it. See, friends, the more we start working on our mind, we are the seekers. Be attentive. This is what is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. There are 4 things told in Bhagavad Gita. Karma, Yoga, Bhakti, Jnanam. Path of action, path of yoga, path of devotion, path of knowledge. All of them are only addressed to the mind. And what is the address? Address is depending upon the disease. The only disease we all have is mamata. Don't go to West Bengal. The only disease is mamata. And this can be sorted out only by one medicine. And that medicine is samata. So, on the path of karma, I'll give only one example. Bhagavad Gita says, Siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. 2nd chapter. When we do something, either we succeed or we fail. So where is our attention? Is our attention on success or failure? Then you will be always buffeted by the success and failure. Because if we succeed, we gain. If we are defeated, we lose. So because of that, loss and gain, that will also make us disturb. See, loss makes us disturb, we understand. How can gain make us disturb? Can you think about it? Gain also makes us disturb. There was a person, a CBI, chronic bachelor individual. Such people are always on the lookout for bhabi, for getting good food here and there. So he went to his friend's place. He was a doctor, and doctor friend said, see, there is one problem here. What problem, my dear brother? Problem is, my wife got the lottery for $10,000 million. Now, I don't know how to tell her. If I tell her, she will die. She won't be able to digest it. Such a huge amount. She will get so excited and die. Don't worry, I'll take care. He goes to his house. Bhabiji, what are you doing? Get a nice cup of tea and some pakoda and all that. So poor Bhabhi was doing. And while taking that, he asked, Bhabhi, please tell, suppose you get $1,000,000 lottery, what will you do? Bhaiya, why are you making fun of me? No, just tell, imagination. Suppose you get, what will you do? I'll give you half. And he dies. See? It is not only the loss that makes us disturb, but even the gain also makes us disturb. And similarly, sukham dukkham. So these are the 3 pairs, cause effect. When you do something in life, either success or failure. Success, failure leads to gain and loss. Gain and loss leads to joy and sorrows. When these 3 pairs are attacking us as a result of our activity, are we maintaining the equanimity or not? If we maintain the equanimity, then we are walking the path of Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is not doing lot of work. Karma Yoga is yoginaha karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye. Karma is done for the purification of the mind, not for achievement or failures. Samatvam yoga uchyate. Then you come to the path of yoga. In yoga also the same thing is said. See? One has to look upon the world with equanimity. Atmaupamena sarvatra samam pashyati Arjuna. Here Arjuna, who looks upon the whole world as he looks upon himself. How we look upon ourselves? When we are happy, we want to celebrate our happiness. Everybody knows that we are happy. For example, first marriage. Stop laughing. Tired? See, second marriage is no happiness. It's a majburi. And when we are miserable, we want somebody to come and help us. See, friends. So, when somebody is miserable, we are able to give a helping hand. When somebody is happy, we are happy in the happiness of others. If you remain happy in the happiness of others, even God cannot make you miserable. See? This is the secret of my life. I go to attend everybody's marriage. That is the only day they are happy. I am there. Rest of the day pretend. See, thus whether you are walking path of karma or yoga, maintain equanimity. Samatvam yoga uchyate. If you walk the path of devotion, tulya ninda stutir mauni santushto yena kenachit. There the teacher says, you are equanimous whether somebody glorifies you or condemns you, doesn't matter. You keep your cool. And if it is the path of knowledge, vidya vinay sampanne brahmane gavihastini shuni chaiva shvapakecha panditaha samadarchinaha. Ihaiva taihi jitaha sarga yesham samye sthitam manaha. Yesham manaha samye sthitam. Those whose mind is maintaining equanimity, they are one with Paramatma. Be attentive. Undisturbed mind is consciousness. Disturbed consciousness is mind. Undisturbed person is man. Disturbed man is husband. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.